What's up, guys? Welcome back. And I am so sorry about the long wait, but I'm back. And in today's video, we are going to we are going to finish working on the loan system. So I believe in the last video, we were able to get a loan. Yeah, $1,500 loan. Yep, and then add it to our player, and then yeah. Okay. And in today's video also, we are going to make sure we can pay the loan back and also do the monthly check and then pay the loan back. Okay. And for those of you who who've been watching the stream, you kind of already know what I had going on. But let me show you what we'll be doing today. So, for example, let's say if I come here, pay, enter my password, get a loan, $500. Now let's say 5,000. As you can see, I have it on 2 seconds, but you can change it to however long you want. Every 2 seconds is gonna take the monthly payment, which is $100, but you can set it up to however much you want. Okay, so yeah. But if I have the money, I can just come here, boom, pay the loan. Now the loan is, it's paid. And another thing too, I would like to show you guys that for those of you who haven't been watching the stream, this is kind of like an apartment system. Okay, for example, let's say in real life you are able to rent houses or buy houses, right? But sometimes these houses could be like $3,000 a month, or maybe up to $10,000 a month. We don't know. Let's say you don't have enough money, but you want to get an apartment, right? Because they're cheaper. So this is what this is. So this is the office for this apartment complex. Okay, so I can come in here, and then this is the clerk. And every time I walk, he will say something different. So he said hello now. Now he said hello again, I guess. And I say hi. And then what can I do for you? So on and so forth. You can add as many texts as you want, and each time you walked into the box, he's gonna say something else. And based on that, you can make them do different animation as well. Okay. So let's go. Let's say I go here. Matter of fact, before we check this, let me show you something. So these are the apartments. It's 1 to 5, but I haven't added the 5th one because I want to show you how easy it is to just add apartments. Okay. So we got apartment number 3. The door is locked. It says not my apartment. All right. Okay, so I can let's go over here and go to the office. Open the door. Let's say I want to rent apartment number 3. But right now, if you look at the top right, it just took the money out, but it's not doing that check for the every month. You can use the same method that we use for the rent the house. This is gonna be your homework. The same way we use it for the renting the house, you can do the same for the apartment to charge people or to pay the rent every month. Okay, let me close the door. So remember, I just rent apartment number 3. I can come here. I can unlock the door. Door is locked. Unlock the door. Open my door. And I definitely need to fix this door thing. Can't lock it. Okay. So this is renting an apartment, right? And it works multiplayer as well. So if I have two players and move your bum. Oh, come on. There you go. So this is the client. This is the server. So the client can come. Now if the client go over there, trying to get an apartment, same thing. It's not your apartment. Client can go in here, get the little message, and apartment number 3. Okay, now if I come back, apartment number 3 is gone because somebody rent apartment number 3. So it's not on the list. Okay. And even if the server come in here too, apartment number 3 gonna be going for him, so he cannot rent apartment number 3. Okay, so now let's say a server said, you know what, let me go to this apartment right here. Well, it's not his apartment, so he can get in there. But if the client goes, he can just open the door. Yeah, I definitely gotta fix this thing. Now door is open, and the check-in thing, it's not working right to make sure I can lock and unlock the door. So this is something I'm working on. I was working on it in the live stream, but I'm gonna finish working on it soon. Okay, so this is it. Now if I left my door open, he can come in and go in my house, do whatever. But and another cool thing too, I want to show you. Let's go to the house because the house is bigger for what I want to show. So let me spawn right here, and let me buy a house. Come in here, I can turn the lights on, close my door, can go over here, turn my lights on again. Okay, so now here's the cool thing. So now let's say I need a bed. You see how it's doing a little flickery because the collision on these mesh is not working right, because I use the Unreal modeling tool. For some reason the collision is not working right. But I can just come in here, place a bed, excuse me, and let's say I go, let me see, I can come in and place my bed right over there. Okay, and then now, but before the chair, because the chair is I'm using the starter content, and the collision and stuff like that are good in it. So if you have your own model, this will work. Okay, so you see how it's saying now I can't place anything inside the bed, and then you see the box around it. That's how you adjust the collision, where like for right now I can place it on top of here, but if you make the box a little taller, you won't be able to. Okay, so and then I can rotate everything. So let's say if I want a chair next to my bed. Matter of fact, no. Let me put the chair right over there. See, and then it will check the collision for the door. You can make it a little bigger as well. See, check it, place it right here. Let's get a table. Put the table right over there. Get another chair. And put the chair right there. And now let's say I want a nice light. And you see how it's flickery, and then it's not letting me do it. But you can just say put it right over there. And get another lamp. Put it right over there. And this was supposed to be a painting, but it's not. It'll look like a TV, so don't mind me. But this is what this is. So I can just place it over there. Make the house look nice. And you can use the same concept to add fridge and everything else, okay? So, but now, what I was thinking, because right now, if I open it, you see it has a price, right? So leave in the comments, see if you want it to be where if I click this, then I purchase it like this, right? Or I have to go to a store, like for example, like a store that sells bed and stuff like that. Then I go and purchase the stuff, and once I'm done, it's gonna be a timer that started, and then after the timer went out, and then there's gonna be a truck that pulls up and then dropped a package over here or a pallet or something. Then I have to go and collect them, and then it will be added to this inventory type thing, and then from there I can just go in and then start adding my stuff like this. Okay, so let me know. But everything is multiplayer replicated, and if I put this over here, Now this is the client. If like the client say, you know what, let me get a table. You see, the server can see it. Let's say the client put the table down and put the server like this so you can see. Okay, the client can say, let me get a chair, and the client can. Okay, the rotation I didn't do it on the client yet. I haven't replicate that one yet. I'm gonna show you. So that's why it's doing that. You see, that's why it's doing this. But I can place it. The rotation will work, but I haven't do the rotation on the client. It's a simple fix, but as you can see, and if the server did do the same thing, the client can see it, can place the table, get a chair, but the rotation worked on the server. You see, I'm using the mouse wheel to rotate left and right. Okay, and I'm also gonna probably use Q and E to make the item go up and down, so unless just in case you want to adjust the height, you know, like that. So enough talking, let's do what we came here to do. So let me put this guy over here, and let me open my reference. Give me 1 second, and let's go to widget. Let me go here, widget. Okay, so let me see. Yeah, let's remove this. Okay, so very long. So it's the bank. Okay, cool. So what do we need to do first? Well, first of all, we need to start the timer to make sure that it's kind of like an automatic loan type thing. Okay, so let me go to the bank widget. Let's go here, and these are too big. Oh. Let's do them. Let's make them 17. Okay, and let's change this to pay loan. Okay. So now inside of the component, let's, whoa, what's this? Oh, this is the widget component. Okay, well, let's create a default component so that way we don't have to keep doing it over and over again. Select the component and say BPC default, and let's add a variable. Go to the character, and it's character reference, replicate it. Let's see. Wait, how did I do it? Let's say get owner. What? Hold on. Give me 1 second. Default. Yeah. So delete this. So we say get owner, and then we cast to the character, and then because some of you guys don't know, let me do it so that way you don't have to text me a million text messages say how you did this. So we say get owner. Okay, and then you can cast to whatever character you are using. I'm using this character, and then you just set it like that. So this is all this is. Okay, so now I can save. Now I can just duplicate this and call it BPC timer. So every time we're doing a timer, it's gonna go inside of this. So let's just delete this, close this down for now, and open this guy and add a BPC timer to him. Okay, and let's open the timer. Timer. Okay. Excuse me. Component BPC timer, and let's create a function. And we're gonna call it server start alone timer. Okay. And let's put it over there. Copy this, make sure it's on server. And we get another one, and we can call this one MC start long timer. And AutoCast it. And then from the server, let's compile. From the server, we call the MC start long timer. Okay, and here we can just do set timer by event, and then we can say looping, and you can promote this to a variable if you want, so that way you can put access. But for me, I'm just gonna put mine to 2 seconds. Okay, and then the event, it would be, I'm gonna call it timer long, or whatever you want to call this, so that way you understand it better. Okay, so we need to go inside of the player character. Let me create, let's put these on a Booleans category. All right, okay, so here it's a has long. Okay, it's replicated. So now back to the BPC timer, we're gonna say we're gonna get the character, make sure it's valid. Okay, and then we're gonna get has long, hold B and click. Now if we have a loan, wait a minute. How are we doing this? Pink widget. Did I have anything for the visibility yet? Excuse me. Get this. No. It's this. Let's call this long display border. Okay, make it a variable. Okay, we're gonna deal with the visibility later, but yeah. So now, and okay, if has long is true, we're gonna say print string true. But if it's false, we're gonna print a string false. All right. Please pay attention, okay? Pay attention to what I'm doing, because I don't want to receive 100 messages about, hey, this is happening. Please pay attention. That's why I'm going slow, so that way you guys can understand what I'm doing. Okay, so inside of the bank, let's see what we give loan, credit. Okay. Oh, okay. So the character, we had it on the character. Okay, so we can do it like this as well. We can go back to the timer. Instead of using this variable right here, we can delete this. We can say get player info, and then we can break it, and then we can check it as long. We'll do a if or branch, same thing. So now if we have a long, it's gonna say true. If we don't, it's gonna say false. So but where do we run this check? So as soon as we receive the loan, right, we need to call the timer, or we can do a slight delay. Of like, let's give the player about 5 seconds, right? And then from the character, we can just say get VPC timer. We check in to see if it's valid. Okay, and if it is, we're gonna say server start loan timer. And this will only happen if we give the loan, if we receive the loan. So let's check. So now nothing's happening, and then say 500 and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's see. And here you go. See, saying it's true. It keeps saying true. So now let's keep checking to see, this is what we're gonna start doing. We're gonna start doing the check to see if we have enough money, and we move. We do the monthly payment. Okay. So now let's fix this. We're just a little bit. Okay. And you can also promote these. You can promote this to a variable too, so that way you can control it outside of this. So it's up to you. So now let's go back to the timer. So if we have a loan, right, we're gonna get the character again. I like to do checks, make sure it's valid. If it is, we can do the same thing. Get that, but instead of this, we get in the player money. Right, we're checking the player money to see if it's greater or equal to an amount. Okay, and this we can promote this to a variable, and we can call this monthly payment. And this would be your monthly payment, so how much the player have to pay every month. So set a default value. Mine is 100. So every month or every set time, like this right here. So in the game, if you want the player to pay the loan back every, let's say, every hour, so you're gonna have to calculate how many seconds in an hour, and then just, put it here. Or if you wanted to pay every 30 minutes or whatever, or every 30 seconds, every 30 minutes, however long you want. Okay. So if the player money is greater or equal to the monthly payment, so what we're gonna do, we're gonna say, well, you can pay your loan. Pay your loan. If not, you can say you can't pay your loan back because you are broke. Okay, and if you want to take a look, let's say if I do, I get a 500 loan. Since I have more money, after 5 seconds, it's gonna say you can pay your loan. See, you can pay your loan. Okay. And if I go player info, okay, this in the data, in the character data database, player info, we're using the tray character. I am at least player money. If I say player money to, let's say $10, right? Set it to $10, and then I try to, and I'm doing everything on the client. If you can see. So if it's working on the client, like I said, 9 out of 10 is gonna work on the server. So, okay. Now it says I have $10. I get a loan for $1,000. Oh, well, of course it's gonna say the same thing because my player money. But if I withdraw, let's say 500. No, let's say I get all the money, put it in the bank. Now I have 0. It should say you can't pay your loan. Wait a minute. Why is it stuck on you can't pay your loan? Hold on. If its player money is greater than, let's do greater than, let's see, greater than monthly payment. Let's see. Okay. Let's get $20 for example. Now I have 30. Now player money is greater. Then it should say you can pay your loan. If player money is greater, it should not be greater. It should be less, right? Oh, we can. Let me see. Let me think. If player money is greater than this, it should be able to let me pay the loan greater or equal to. But if it's less, let me see. Let me think. Live debugging, guys. Okay, so let's get the $20. So now I have 30. Of course, it's greater. Why is still saying you can't pay the loan? Because my money is greater than the loan. Oh, no, it's not. The monthly payment is $100. Of course, it's not. Yeah, because it's working. Because my monthly payment is $100. I'm not thinking straight. All right. So let's say if I take $200. Right. So now my money is $210, and my monthly payment is $100. So it should say you can pay the loan. Yeah, I can pay the loan now. But if I withdraw, let's say $200, put it in my bank. Now it should say you can't. But I don't know why it's stuck until you can. Because you can't is showing right here. It's just like, this is just stuck. Or maybe we need to reload the thing. But let's continue here. We'll fix this in a minute. So if you can't pay the loan, right, we have enough money. What we can do, we can get the player money, and we say subtract the monthly payment from it. Okay? And then we can say set members and player info, because we are removing the monthly payment from the player amount, player money. We're gonna set the player money to whatever the return value of this is. Okay? And then Wait, let me check. Character loan amount. What is loan amount? Okay. Let's check. Let's double check this. It's been so long since I did this. I'm not even thinking right anymore. Let's say I need $5,000. Now I got 510. 2 seconds. Yep, it's taking the money, see? It's taking the money. Okay, so, and then to show the loan amount that we have, okay, we can go to the player character, and then let's add a variable. Let's call it loan amount. Let's make it an integer. Replicate. And then we can go back to the timer. From the character, we can say get loan amount. So the reason why we're doing this is so we can decrease the amount after we make the payment, right? Because we want to know when we make the payment, we want to decrease the loan amount. So let's get this and say subtract. Okay, this is coming from the player character. Matter of fact, let's just get one right here so that we don't have enough a lot of wiring. Okay, and then we're gonna remove the loan amount money to that. But we also do need to set this loan amount when we get the loan. Okay, and after that we also need to set loan amount to the return value. Now let me explain what's going on. And this is just a visual thing, okay? Because right now, you see, let me show you. Right now, when we get a loan, it's 5,000. You see, it's saying it's 5,000 right here. So we need to keep track of this 5,000 right here, right? So that way, whenever we update this, it can reflect down here too. Okay? So because right now you're just moving, excuse me, we're moving the money from the player. So we need to do the same thing down here, so that way the player can know, hey, this is how much I owe. Okay? So the way we set this, because right now if we print this, right? Because by default it's 0. And we cannot just put a fixed number in there. Because right now if I do this, it's gonna go into the negative because it's starting at 0. Okay? Even though this is 500, you will see it started at 0. It's gonna say negative 100 or whatever, so on and so on. See? Negative 100 and then negative, yeah. So where we do this, where we set this right here, the loan amount, I'm gonna show you. So when we go to the bank, where we give in the bank, all right, where we give in the loan, so we give loan, before we start the timer, from the player character, we can say set loan amount to whatever this amount is. Okay, and then we start the timer. Yeah, we start the timer. And let's see, loan amount, right? Yeah, start the time. Let me see. Now, if I get a $500 loan, right? And the print string should say 400 now. Hopefully. Yep, 400. And it's gonna say 3, 2, 1, 0. And then it stopped. Okay. So now let's go to the timer. Now we will move in the loan amount, right? So we're gonna check to see if the loan amount is less or equal to 0, because this is a precaution, so that way it doesn't say negative $1 million we owe, okay, or we paid at least. If it's less or equal to 0, what we're gonna do, we're gonna get the character, we're gonna get the player info, okay, and then we say set members and player info. Now we set has loan to false, okay, and then this timer right here, let's promote it to a variable and let's call it loan timer. And because we need to stop it, so set has loan to false, grab this and say clear and invalidate timer by event or by handle. Okay, so now the timer will be clear. Okay, and let's see. Yeah, that's nothing. Okay, cool. All right. So now this is okay. So let's recap. We create a server function, server start timer. We create a multicast, set timer by event. We promote the event to a variable. Now we check in to see if the player has a loan. Now if the player already have a loan, you can do something here. Okay, that's up to you what you want to do. Let's say if they already have a loan, you want to show them a message, say, hey, you already have a loan, the interest will be higher because you already owe us some money. Okay, so you can do all that here. So if the player doesn't have a loan, then we check in the player money. We check in if the player, because this is to start to make the payment, right? So if player already have a loan, that means they already borrow some money from us. So we take in the player money, we checking it to see this is for the bank. Okay, this could be, you can put this timer inside a bank if you want to. Okay, you can just put it inside the bank, and then here you will say get the BPC bank, and then you get the monthly payment, right? So you say get BPC bank, and then from there you will call the monthly payment. But I just did it. I just do it in the time anyway. So now we're checking to see if the player money is bigger or equal to the monthly payment. However the monthly payment is, you set. Okay. If it is, I mean we have more money, we can get the player money, and then we will move in the monthly payment from the player money. Okay, and then we're gonna set the player money to, so that way it can reflect. We setting the player money back to setting the player money to however much they have minus the monthly payment. So if they had $20, the monthly payment is 10. So now they only have 10 left. So we update right here. So this loan amount is so that way we can keep track of how much the player borrowed from us, and we can show it to them as well. So we're gonna take the loan amount from the character, and then we're gonna remove the monthly payment from it too, and then we're gonna set it again, and then we're checking over here to see if it's less or equal to 0. That means they already paid the full amount they needed to pay. Now if it's less or equal to 0, well, the player no longer have a loan because they paid the loan back. So we set the loan, and then we don't need to keep doing the timer. We don't need to keep doing this check again. So that's what we're doing here. We just stop the timer. Okay, so inside of the bank widget, here we can do something with this. Okay, so they already have a play. I already have that player loan amount, so we can go back here, right here, and then from this thing we can just delete this, and then here we can just say player loan amount. Oh no, we can delete this right here. Oh, we already setting it up. Yeah, we already setting it over here, so we don't need to do that. My bad, I didn't even see that. We already did that. Okay, so we already did that. So what we need to do here, instead of getting the loan amount here, we need to delete this and say get player info, and then we're gonna break it. It's been so long. It's been like a month or some change, and then we get the loan amount, player loan amount here, and then we do that instead. Yeah, so instead of getting, matter of fact, so that way you guys don't get confused. Whoa, what did I just do? Okay, yeah, so that way you guys don't get confused. Let's take this and delete this guy. Okay, we're gonna delete this guy. So yeah, let's go to timer. Let's make sure everything is fine. Yep, monthly payment, player loan amount. Okay, here we need to say set members, and then what we're doing, we're setting the player monthly. So grab this, the loan, we set it to here, and then boom. Okay, so we just removing the monthly payment from the loan. Okay, so let's go check. Got this, get the loan, player. You know what, let me just go back here and put my money back. 200,000. Okay, so now let's go here. Get a loan of $500. Now we got the loan. Let's see if this check. Yep, here you go. See, 400, 300, 200, 100, and boom. Now the reject is removed. We pay the loan back. Now we don't owe anything. Okay, so that's good. And now let's do the pay loan button. This. Matter of fact, I should let you guys do this, but let's just do it together. Okay, this is gonna be, this is simple. Give me 1 second. I'm just getting mine up. Okay. Okay, so where do I want to do this? Okay, so this right here is to give the loan to the player, and this is to set the loan amount. Okay, let's add comment. Give player a loan, set the loan amount, so that way we know what they are. And okay, I like to organize my things. Okay, so now let's say custom event server pay loan. On the server, and let's say multicast pay loan multicast. Right, okay, and quickly let's call the MC pay loan before I forget, and then what we're gonna do, let's get the character and let's get player info, and then let's say let's break it, and then we're gonna get the player money from that. We're gonna check to see if it's greater or equal to an amount. So let's just say amount. All right, so we say B for a branch, B left click to get a branch. If it is, why did I take the loan off of me? Okay, let's get the player loan amount. If it's, we take the player loan amount and we say we get the player money, subtract I'm trying to think. We're gonna subtract it to this. It can't be the loan amount, can it? Yes, subtract by the loan amount. Yeah, because we paying the loan back, so we need to the amount that the player owes. Yeah. Okay. So we get the player money. We subtracting the loan amount. So let's say they bought $500, so they need to pay back $500. But if you want to add interest, you can do it here. Let's say they need to pay that money plus. Okay, so you can say it's gonna be player money minus this plus something. For example, plus this is gonna be this is where you do the interest, and then you plug this up. Okay, well I'm not doing it. So and after that we say set members. There's gonna be a little homework for you if you wanna do interest. Okay, so we're setting the player money to this, and then from here we can get, because we want to stop the timer because we pay it, we can get BPC timer, make sure it's valid. Okay, let me move this down so that way we can read these things better. Put this right here, don't forget, plug this up. So BPC timer, we say get a loan timer, and then we do clear and invalidate timer by handle. And then here we say set member. We grab the player info again. We say set members and player info, because we want to set the has loan to false, because now we paid a loan, we no longer have a loan. So yeah, like so. So now if I go to my widgets, Trying to speed this up. I'm checking my reference to see what I did here. Yeah. So if I go to my widget creation here, let's rename the button pay loan BTN. We can grab the character, check to see if it's valid. If it is, where did we do it? We did it in the bank. Yep. Get EPC bank. And then we can say server pay loan. The amount can confirm get player info. And then whatever the loan was. Because we keeping track of this. So let's say with the automatic payment, let's say we borrow 500, but 20 we already made 2 payments with automatic payment. So let's say 500 minus 2, so we have 300 left to pay. So when we click this button, we're only gonna pay 300 back. We're not gonna pay 500 because we're keeping track of the player loan. Okay. And then yeah, so let's check it out and see. So right now, let me get a $500 loan. Right. So we're gonna let it happen like twice. So the first one 400, 300. Now if I pay the loan, pay the 300 back, and now we don't have a excuse me. Now we don't owe any money. Now everything is cleared up, and we can keep continuing buying. Let's say about 5,000. Now if I want to quickly do that, I can just pay the 5,000 back, and the timer start, everything stop. Okay. So now what we can do, we can add like a little switch in the next video where we can toggle auto payment. For example, let's say if we want to toggle auto pay, okay, that's gonna control the timer to set the timer on and off. Okay, we're gonna do this in the next video, and I'm going to try to see if I can upload at least 2 or 3 videos every week, starting from now. So yeah, so we're gonna add the toggle switch to toggle whether we want to enable auto pay or we just have to come in here and make the payment. And in the next video also, we're going to do what happened if we don't have enough money to pay that monthly payment back. So we're gonna do if they do we missed the first payment and we didn't pay it, now we're gonna add interest. For example, if it was 500, we're gonna add like 10-15% of that. Okay, so thank you very much guys for watching, and I will see you in the next video. And if you guys want to see how I work on these stuff, you can catch my live stream and you will see how I think and how I go about building this stuff. Okay, so thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.